This is lesson 12.1. This is two-step equations. You guys are very used to this. You're used to looking at x plus 2 equals 5. This is a one-step equation. Here's why. What's the first thing we do on any equation? Line down the equal sign. Next thing we look for, C is the variable happy. Is he happy? No, why not? He's not alone. Who's with him? The 2. There's only one person with him. There's only one thing happening to the x. There's a 2 being added to him. That's it. That's what makes it a one-step equation, is that there's only one thing going on with him. Only one reason why he's upset. So we go minus 2, minus 2. He's now happy. X equals 3, and we're done. That's a one-step equation. You guys have been doing that. Even with questions like, x over 4 equals 10. Line down the equal sign. Is the variable happy? No, he's being divided by 4, multiplied by 4, multiplied by 4. That was one step. X equals 40. Does that make sense? One step. Two steps, or multi-steps, is when there's more than one thing going on with the variable. I'll give you the most simple one I can. 2x plus 1 equals 7. This is a two-step equation. Here's why. First thing I do on any equation, I don't care how long it is, line down the equal sign. Do you guys not all remember that? Do you remember that step, no matter what? Better be a little more vocal then, let me know. Otherwise we have to go back and maybe break tomorrow. I'll have to make sure you guys know that rule, that step. Okay? So what's the first step on any equation? I don't care what the size. Oh, the line down the equal sign. You guys do know that. Gotcha. Now, the next thing we look for is to see if the variable's happy. Is he happy? Not at all. Why not? There's a 2 and there's a 1 in there with him. What's the 2 doing to him? Multiplying. What's the 1 doing to him? Adding. We have to decide which one we have to deal with first. Here's the rule. Okay? Are you ready for the rule? The rule when you are solving an equation is you go in reverse order of operations. You go from the bottom to the top. So, since we're going in reverse order of operations, which one will I deal with first? The 2 or the 1, Sladen? The 1. It's adding and subtracting, right? It's the bottom. So we deal with that first. How do I get rid of that plus 1? Minus 1, minus 1. Do you agree with that so far? Cross that out. What do I bring down now? What do I bring down now over here? 2x equals, notice this, the equal sign, just like before, stays on the line. 7 minus 1 is 6. Am I done? Is the variable happy yet? No. Why isn't he happy? Not alone. Who's with him? The 2. What's the 2 doing to him? Multiplying. How do I get rid of that? Multiply by 2. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals, what is 6 divided by 2? 3. Let's see if that's true. Let's go back up into the original equation. We're saying that x is 3. What's 2 times 3? Plus 1. There it is. Do you see it? Do you see it? Okay. What about this? What about, let me give you this one. It's a good one. A lot of negatives. Because you guys know negatives now. You've done integers. This should not be a problem. First thing we do. Jonathan Campbell, what's the first thing we do? Line down the equal sign. Next thing we do is we see if the variable is happy. Is he? No. Why not? What makes the variable happy? What makes the variable happy? What makes him happy? When he's alone. Is he alone? No. Oh, no. Who's with him? There's a negative 2 and another negative 2. Right? Ugly. Agreed? Ugly? Which one of those negative 2's do I get rid of first? This negative 2 or this one? Which one? It does matter. Sladen. Oh, so Caleb, which one? Which one do I do first? Why this one? It's adding and subtracting, right? We're going in reverse order of operations. We get rid of adding and subtracting first before we do any multiplying or dividing. Are you paying attention, Jared? Does that make sense? We get rid of the adding and subtracting first before we get rid of the multiplying or dividing.
Yes.
We do. So we're going to add add 2 to both sides. Those are gone. Why are they gone? Because negative 2 plus 2 is 0. It's gone. Please be careful here. What is negative 4 plus 2? What is negative 4 plus 2, Joy? Negative 2. Another negative 2. What goes right up around in here? Another equal sign. I bring this guy down. Y over negative 2 equals negative 2. Is the variable happy? No. Why? Because there's a negative 2 there. What's the negative 2 doing to him? Dividing him. What's the opposite of divide by negative 2? Multiply by negative 2. If I multiply this side by negative 2, what do I have to do with over here? Multiply by negative 2. Those two negative 2's are gone. That leaves me with y equals, what is negative 2 times negative 2?
0.
Let's go back up and look. Let's put a 4 here. Let's pretend this is a 4 now. Okay, 4. What is 4 divided by negative 2? What is 4 divided by negative 2? Negative 2. What is negative 2 minus 2? Oh, there it is. Got it? You guys try some. You guys try some. It's that simple. It's got a piece of paper and a pencil. Let's try several of these. That's all this whole assignment is that stuff right there. Can you do 2 steps? All right, here we go. Do that one for me, please. All right, you're simply watching me. Watch me do this. This is how you're going to learn, just watching me do it. Line down the equal sign. Is the variable happy? No, he's not alone. There's a 3 and there's a negative 1. The 3 is multiplying him and the 1 is being subtracted from him. Which one do I do first? Well, I consult the order of operations, and I go in reverse order. So I'm going to deal with all the adding and subtracting first. That means I need to do the opposite of minus 1, which is plus 1. Plus 1. Remember, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do the exact same thing to the other. They're gone. 3m equals, what's 17 plus 1? 18. Is the variable happy yet? No. He's being multiplied by 3. The opposite of multiply by 3, or the way to get rid of the multiply by 3 is to divide by 3. If I divide that side by 3, I have to divide this side by 3. Those 3's are gone. M equals 18 divided by 3 is 6. How many of you got M equals 6? Okay. Easy peasy, right? Let's try another one. You do this one for me. I'm going to switch things around a little bit. Negative 12 equals R over 2 plus 4. Do that one for me. Very simply, line down the equal sign. Is the variable happy? Not at all. Why not? He is not alone. Who's in his house with him? There's a 2 and a 4. Which one do I get rid of first? The 2 or the 4? I look at my order of operations. Get rid of the ones. We're going in reverse order of operations. Get rid of the adding and subtracting first. Minus 4, minus 4. R over 2 equals. What is negative 12 minus 4? It's minus 16. Is the variable happy? No. He's being divided by 2. What's the opposite of divide by 2? Multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. They're gone. That leaves me with R equals. What is 2 times a negative 16? It's a negative 32 because a positive times a negative is a negative. Here's the deal. There's nothing wrong with this answer. However, The most important thing to the variable is that he's alone, right? It's the most important thing. After that, he very much prefers the left house. Okay? The most important thing is to get him alone. But after that, once he is alone, he would prefer the left house. So R equals negative 32. Make sense? Your answer should be variable equals number. How many of you got that? No? Yes? Okay. All right. Try this one then. All right, here we go. Bigger numbers. Is that a problem? No, shouldn't be. Here we go. The first thing, line on the equal sign. Is the variable happy? No, not at all. He's got a party going on in his house, and he wants to be alone. What do I get rid of first? The negative 6 or the 32, Morgan? Why? Right, exactly. How do I get rid of that 32? Minus what? Good, minus 32. Now what? Good, perfect. Minus 32 over here too. Very nice. They're gone. That leaves me with negative 6 and equals. This is the hard part. And it's not hard. I have negative 4 minus 32. If you took the tiles, if you took the negative chips, right? I had negative 4. I had 4 negative poker chips out there. And now what else do I got out there? 32 more negative poker chips. I had 4 negative poker chips. Now I've got 32 more negative poker chips. What do I got on the table? 36 negative poker chips, right? Now what? Is the variable happy yet? No. He's being multiplied by negative 6. How do I get rid of multiply by negative 6? Divide by negative 6. Divide by negative 6. Those negative 6's are gone. That leaves me with n equals, what is negative 36 divided by negative 6? A negative divided by a negative is a positive. What is it? 6. Let's go back up here and see. If n was 6, are you all looking up here? Look up here. Up, up, up. If n was 6, which is what we say it is down here, right? What is negative 6 times 6? That would be negative 36. Negative 36, that means there's 36 negative poker chips on the table, and then you add 32, which is 32 positive poker chips on the table. What do I have left when I eliminate them? 4 negative poker chips, which is what we said we did. Make sense? We did it right. Any questions about this? There's really no reason for you not to do well on this. So let me what do I got for you? I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, easily done. Here it is. Question? It's due tomorrow, but we're probably not going to correct it until I get back, whenever that is.